So we're back once again, another day, another update on the Ghana vs South Africa game. And this time, the Ghana Football Association has giving an update on the inquisition made by SAFA to FIFA. FIFA have responded yesterday, and the Ghana Football Association have officially brought up a statement responding to the claims and allegations against them by the South African Football Association. I'm going to go through that statement with you, and a heavy-worded statement. It has to be said. The Ghana Football Association didn't hold back any words. They said things as they were and felt that South Africa Football Association had gone too far with the allegations they were suggesting against the Ghana Football Association, probably suggesting that we had connived with the referee, which they didn't have any solid basis for. Well, so far, maybe they have some evidence they have presented to FIFA we are not privy to. So once it's in FIFA's hand and FIFA said on the 23rd they'll look at it, we'll wait for them. But before then, we'll talk about the Total Energies AFCON trophy, which I said is in town, where you can watch it, or where you can have an opportunity to have a picture with it and everything you need to know. As usual, subscribe if you have not. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. So if you like what we do here, if you are enjoying our content, you can help the channel by purchasing our merch. Link is in the description. Sahara Football merch. It goes a long way to help us expand and give you more updates and accurate ones on time. So jump right into it. We'll start off from the African Cup of Nations trophy. The AFCON trophy is in town. Yes, the AFCON trophy is in town. Yesterday, I think the 16th of November, it arrived here in Accra. And now the total trophy arrived at the Kotoka International Airport. The Deputy Youth and Sports Minister Evans Opoku-Bobie, President of the GFA Ket E.S. Okreku, and former Ghana captain who doubles as a Total Energies ambassador were there to welcome the trophy. Others included Linda Andor, Communications Manager of Total Petroleum, former international Derek Watting, Sam Johnson, and Maxwell Konedu, Assistant Black Stars coach. There will be photo opportunities with the trophy on Wednesday, that's next week, during a float on the streets of Accra. There will be stopovers at the Oxford Street Total Service Station, Osu Liberation Road Total Service Station near Golden Tulip, and Dakoman Total Service Station near the traffic light in Accra. The 51 teams are in the AFCON, played in the AFCON qualifiers in October 2019, and 24 teams have qualified. The trophy has been to Burkina Faso, Ethiopia, Malawi, among others. The trophy is being showcased in countries that have qualified for the African Cup of Nations, scheduled for Cameroon next year from January 9th to February 16th. Total Energies is the official sponsor there, so you can have a look at. Are you sure? I will be there to pose with the trophy. Hopefully Ghana are able to win it. We have a lot of work to do for the AFCON. My next story has to do with the Ghana Football Association's response and statements to the Ghana vs South Africa World Cup qualifier game, the protest being issued by South African Football Association. And now the GFA, in this heavy-worded statement, looked to explain the sequence of events that happened and that has led us to this point, where South Africa are saying that they want a replay and that they feel that the referee was biased towards Ghana in taking most of the decisions against South Africa. The players of South Africa have expressed that their thoughts. They had it in their press conference yesterday, which I broke down and tried to explain what they were thinking. But this is something that has gone on too long, and the Ghana Football Association have reacted, and it has not held back their words. Now the GFA has closely monitored developments, it says, in South Africa, both by the SAFA and the media, after the FIFA World Cup qualifier final group game between the four-time African champions and three-time World Cup participants. Yeah, they needed to add that and see that there's a gap between Ghana and South Africa. And now the Black Stars and South African national team, Bafana at the Cape Coast Sports Stadium. It is shocking, irresponsible, and outright disrespect to note that our colleague from South Africa Football Association, with whom we have had good relationship with and mutual sporting respect, have chosen to spread falsehoods to the media rather than project the real picture of events before, during, and after the game. And now, first and foremost, before the game itself, lies about the distance between Accra and Cape Coast were released to the extent that it was alleged that the South Africa national team took 9 hours to make the trip from Accra to Cape Coast, and that was Robert Marawa on Twitter suggesting that from Accra to Cape Coast was 9 hours. But the coach yesterday clarified it.
6 hours flight. This is not a problem. But you're coming there, and then you need to do a new PCR test. You lose 2 hours, and then you have a travel with bus under 25 kilometers, 3 hours and a half.
Saying that they traveled 6 hours and then traveled another 3 hours. I think Roberts did not hear that part. I hope he heard it yesterday, because the coach has cleared the air on that, and he was suggesting that it could be 9-hour journey from Accra to Cape Coast. Well, that's so false. And then again, the official handle also tweeted the match that South Africa team was being intimidated, molested, and robbed in Cape Coast. And now the GFA seeks to establish the truth, and they say the truth is that the distance between Accra and Cape Coast is only 79 miles. That's 127 kilometers. Now, unfortunately for our colleagues, Cape Coast is a tourist city, and many people across the world have been to Cape Coast and would be shocked to hear such a blatant lie. And no less a football organization than the SAFA. Our colleagues forgot that we defeated them 2-0 in Cape Coast in November 2019 in the African Cup of Nations, and I didn't hear anything about traveling 9 hours at the time. So what happened? What happened in this case? I don't get it. We played in November 2019, Ghana vs South Africa, the opening game of the qualifiers. We won 2-0. But there was no complaint about the distance being so long, like for 9 hours, as was being said in the media following this game, and that we used that to tire them out. Wow. And now the total driving time is just over 2 hours and not 7 to 9 hours. That was a complete exaggeration. Now, kindly note that South African team was led to Cape Coast by police escort and motorcade. In fact, the South African team got to Cape Coast before the Black Stars team. That is quite true. Got to Cape Coast. We urge every South African and all well-meaning football followers to Google the distance between Accra to Cape Coast. On that note, let's Google the distance between Accra to Cape Coast. Let me do that right now. Accra. So let's say Cape Coast Sports Stadium. It's 125 kilometers. This is 127 kilometers. Well, that's approximate. So you can see it here. Cape Coast Sports Stadium to Accra. I don't know how clear it is. 125 kilometers. I'll put a screenshot on your screen right now. 125 kilometers. Yeah, I think it's quite clear that it's 125 kilometers. 127 was stated here, so it's 125 clearly. So 125 as stated there, the Cape Coast Sports Stadium. So it's 125, 127 give or take here. Even it's less here. They have even added a few more to it. And now from Accra to Cape Coast is approximately, from this Google search, looking at, so a little over 3 hours 6 minutes. That is it there, 3 hours 6 minutes. That's from where I am, 3 hours 6 minutes. So mostly the starting point was from Kotoka International Airport. That will be quite faster. So that's 3 hours 6 minutes for the whole distance from Accra to the Cape Coast Sports Stadium. So it is wrong. 3 hours maximum. So they are right in making that quite clear. And now that's the SAFA started creating a foundation for a mountain of lies even before the game day itself. Out of respect and sportsmanship, the GFA kept its focus on the match itself, unlike our colleagues at SAFA. Then again, these allegations cast a doubt on the good job done by the officials of the South African Embassy in Ghana. In fact, FIFA and its regulations does not allow any team to travel on road of 6 or 9 hours within a country One may ask, why didn't the SAFA report this to FIFA or CAF immediately? Yeah, why didn't they? Because in the regulations it's there that you don't allow a team to travel 200, standard is 200 kilometers, warrant a flight. And this is 127 kilometers. Wow, the FIFA standard is 200 kilometers, warrants a flight. And this is 120, not even close. Even though we believe that it is within South African Football Association right to call for investigation, if they feel that certain factors contributed to their loss, we wish to state that the way and manner lies and allegations have been thrown into the public space has been very irresponsible, leading to injury and violence. Talking about the incident that I talked about yesterday, I'm getting more clarity on it, so I would not talk about it further today. We wish to state categorically that the allegations are frivolous, baseless, and lacks merit, and should be treated with all contempt that it deserves. These allegations from South African Football Association are nothing but a planned scheme and a calculated attempt to shift focus from the defeat, divert attention from their failure to qualify for the playoffs, and unjustly dent the hard-earned victory of the Black Stars. Is it not sad that even innocent ball retrievers, were not spared in the allegations? And that was quite comical. A lot of these things happened. The ball boys, Jose Mourinho, Tottenham, when he was at Tottenham Hotspur, he was even congratulating the ball boys for allowing them to score a quick goal. So the ball boys will favor the home team. That is what he's saying. So why were ball boys even dragged into this by the captain of the side? In fact, the GFA will not allow the FA to visit its incompetence on it through these allegations. Is it not strange that the coach of the South African football national team thought that the FIFA will use head-to-head? Yeah, he didn't know. Hugo Bruce didn't know. He thought that Ghana needed a 2-0 margin to qualify, when Ghana needed any win to qualify for the FIFA World Cup according to the regulations. He did not know this, and he had to be corrected on that. Again, is it not strange that when the technical team of the Black Stars was analyzing each player of the South African team, including their goalkeeper and goals they have conceded and how they respond during penalty kicks, SAFA says competitor analysis is alien to the game of football? I also said it here on the channel that if that is all they have, it's quite a weak argument. Maybe they should check from the top teams of the world. This is what the Black Stars do for the preparation of every match, as is expected of every professional football team setup. Indeed, it has become necessary to respond to the baseless allegations, because it is imperative for the GFA to protect the integrity of the football in Africa and across the globe. It's also worth noting that everyone associated with the game last Sunday, home and away teams, worked independently, free of any form of intimidation or fear. In fact, the official photographer and media team attended to the Bafana work with maximum collaboration and with great assistance from the media team of Ghana, as were all other officials. The Black Stars is globally accepted brand that would not indulge in any act to bring the game into disrepute. Ghana has been at 3 FIFA World Cup tournaments and remains the only African country in history to win the FIFA World Youth Championship in 2009. We worked very hard for the victory against South Africa. The Black Stars played well and won on merit without any form of support from the officiating officials. The GFA called on the South African Football Association to responsibly accept defeat and show respect to the Black Stars' achievement on the field. For this is not the first time Ghana has defeated South Africa, and it will not be the last time. In fact, every South African knows the pedigree of the Black Stars in football, a reason the team has a lot of following in South Africa. The GFA will continue to project the positive image of football and project the integrity of the game across the globe. It wishes to state clearly that we will always operate with FIFA's regulations and focus on our next match, which is a playoff against any of the qualified teams we may be paired against. As a good sporting association, we know that Bafana gave its all but lost to a better team and must be forthright to tell the South African public this. We wish Bafana and our colleagues at the SAFA better luck next time. We wish to say that we have received correspondence from FIFA and will respond immediately within the ambit of regulation. So the Ghana Football Association holding no bars in responding to the South African Football Association allegations of corruption and bribery and everything. So it's quite a heavy worded a reply quite heavy from the Ghana Football Association to SAFA, and I have to say a lot of truth in this statement. The distance, you confirmed it yourself, Ghana to South Africa, Cape Coast to Accra to Cape Coast, it's 125 kilometers on Google Maps. I just showed it to you. And also Ghana, the distance is approximately 3 hours maximum. That is for heavy traffic that you just saw, and it's wrong to portray that it is anything other than that. The FA say they respond to FIFA, who have asked them to respond by the 20th, which is on Saturday. So they'll respond in that time period. So that is the response then from the Ghana Football Association. South Africa, the officials and everyone, they want them to win and go to the World Cup. It's quite unfortunate, and I've said it here, that South Africa agreed because they could not go to the World Cup as well as the African Cup of Nations. It would be painful for the members of the association for that to happen, and the circumstances were also quite controversial, arguably, but disrespect that is going on has gone on for too long. SAFA are taking it a bit too far, and the FA needed to respond, and rightly so, with that response. Let me know your thoughts in the comments box. Some are saying SAFA want to show the public or their fans and the South African people that they are doing all their best to resolve the issue. Probably they know within themselves probably there's no matter here, but hey, we'll leave it to FIFA. They will decide. 23rd Tuesday we'll get a response. So that has been it for today. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of the week.